how should I feel during a break from chemotherapy or during chemotherapy rehab? That's a great question. Hi, my name's Brian Davis. BrianDavisAlive.com is my website. I appreciate you being here. For those of you that are new to the community, this is hashtag Team BDA. January 2016, I was diagnosed with cholangiolar carcinoma, stage 4. It's a rare cancer. It's in layman's term bile duct cancer. Four cases a year in the U.S. Pretty rare. At least those are the stats I was given. I don't know if it's true or not. Sometimes I question things, You have to learn to question. I've learned that about being a cancer patient. What happened with me is recently my chemotherapy stopped working. And by stopped working is some of the tumors started to grow again. And at that point, they look at us, okay, the chemotherapy's doing more harm than good. We need to stop. Because, chemotherapy is toxic. It's a toxic solution. I apologize. I lost my prescription glasses. I'm new to this prescription glass thing, So, we stopped treatment. And I took that opportunity, that break, that time. I took advantage of that opportunity to seek some other opinions from other doctors. It just felt like the right timing, the right thing to do. But what that did was that put me into a break, if you will. And I asked my medical team at the hospital I was at if there's anything that I should expect or look for in coming off of chemotherapy. And they said, no, you'll be fine. And that was the extent of what I got. And I go to an infusion clinic in town to have my blood draws, and up on the wall there was a big poster that said, ask us about chemo rehab. And that made me start thinking, maybe there is some things I need to be concerned about, but I didn't dig too much, but it got me thinking and got me watching. And like I said before, not on this video, but on other videos, I speak from my own experience. I am not by any means trying to tell anybody that every cancer patient feels this way. This is my experience that I'm sharing with you. So, I've been off chemo for almost 4 weeks now. And, I thought it was going to be rose petals and gumdrops and, everything was going to be beautiful, right? But I've had I'm going to say my run's been about 50-50 for good day versus bad days. And again, those bad days are the days that I get up and the fatigue level is at a point to where I don't feel like doing much. My ambition is always there. I'm full of ideas. There's things I want to do all the time. I drive my wife crazy. I have a lot of things I want to get done. Where I run into problem is how much energy do I have for the day? Fatigue. And I came to a realization today, and I'm just going to share this with you real quick, but I was in my chair this morning, and it used to really, really bother me when I would struggle in the morning because I've always been an early riser, and I get a lot done in the morning. I love the morning. It's one of my favorite times of the day, and I'm looking for ways to have better mornings. But when I have a bad morning, it seemed to be a way of the entire day spiraling big word, spiraling out of control. But the last couple of days I've had really good days, but I didn't get active until afternoon. I struggled in the morning. I allowed myself to get past it, accept it, and be okay with it. And then I went on with my day. Now, I worked later in the day, around the house and out in the yard than I might normally. But, where am I going, really? Seriously, does it matter if my rest time is in the morning or if it's in the afternoon? It's a personal preference. But if my health is demanding that my rest time is in the morning and then I'm able to enjoy the afternoon, I'm a fool to not take advantage of that. So the last 2 days, I've had amazing days because I was able to accept that it's okay to have a rough morning and salvage the afternoon. There's nothing wrong with that. So I had very good afternoons. Saturday I worked on a project out in the yard and digging in the garden and stuff, and my youngest son came out and helped, and it was a really, really good time. It was 6 hours out in the yard, and it was just a beautiful day. It just was really nice. And then yesterday I went out again, and it was later in the day before I got going and got started, but I putted around with a fence between my house and the neighbor, and needed some straightening from the winter. There's a couple broken brackets and stuff, and just simple stuff I can putt around with. And I made a couple jigs so that I could work by myself. I didn't require to have somebody with me. I had some jigs built to make the job easier, but my oldest son came over. He ended up helping out a little bit and whatnot, and we talked a bit while I was working on it, and it was nice. It was really, really nice. It's nice to get some of those projects done in the yard and have some family stop by and help out and whatnot. I'm feeling blessed today. I had a rough weekend. I'm not going to lie to you. I lost Thursday and Friday. They were very bad days. Had a lot to do with nausea. I've been fighting nausea. We think we got the answer to the morning nausea thing. And that's something that started after chemo. I did not fight with nausea like that during chemo. Very rarely. Very rarely. It was so intermediate. But since I've been out of treatment, for some reason, it's been an issue. And for like 3 days in a row, like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, it was an issue. And from morning on throughout the day. And Wednesday was really bad, which in turn made Friday bad because I had nausea, and vomiting ensued, and then it creates back pain for me. It creates nerve pain. I'm vomiting hard enough, it strains my body. And if you've ever been serious about training and working out, you know the difference between nerve pain and muscle pain. They feel different. Nerve pain is kind of like that pain you get in your tooth. When you get a bad filling or something, you get that jolt, that nerve pain, or that like that tingling, stabbing pain. Muscle pain is like a soreness, like an aching. But that nerve pain is that stabbing, tingling, stabbing kind of a pain. It takes your breath away sometimes, and that's the kind of, I just get down my back, along my spine on both sides, and I had that all day Friday, and it just, it hurts so much. It just throbs. So what can you expect on a chemo break? I'm going to share something with you that came to me a while ago, and I've been sharing it in some of my talks, is, a realization came to me a while ago. And I think a lot of cancer patients, in patients of other kinds, look at things this way. And I'm going to keep this under 15 minutes like I promised before, but I really wanted to share this, is I think a lot of cancer patients look at a cancer battle like this as something to be won, and life is to be lived again on the other side of the battle. But I came to the realization that this is my life. This is my life to be lived. Okay, cholangiocarcinoma is a terminal illness right now. There's no known cure. I'm gonna fight it till the day I die, and by the grace of God, maybe we find a cure by then. I told my last oncologist, last I checked, every disease known to man at some point was no known cure. Because he just seemed to like to tell me how soon I was gonna die. It was driving me crazy. Thank goodness I got a new oncologist, a new team, so we'll move forward. But yeah, because like I said before, whether I live 3 years or I live 30, the last 3% is probably going to suck. So this 3% I have here today, I have to make the most out of it. I have to have hope that I'm going to beat this. I have to have hope that tomorrow's going to be a better day, and I need to get up and I need to live in the moment. We don't plan much past today anymore in my house. We really don't. And I gotta be honest, it's a pretty cool way of living. If I'm being honest. I mean, yes, there's still improvements you want to make around the house, and I have a to-do list, and it's not all getting done today. I make plans for the future. But when we look at the day, and if it's a good day, we'll grab the list and we'll grab a project and we'll run with it. We'll have a good time together. But if I'm having a bad day, we truly look at it as, what do we have to do today to continue our fight tomorrow? And that's all we focus on. What has to be done today to continue our fight tomorrow? Anything else that doesn't have to do with continuing the fight tomorrow doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter at all. I don't care what it is. I don't care whose birthday it is. I don't care what function you got going on. I don't care if you made a commitment to volunteer at to sell hot dogs somewhere. I don't care. Some days you have to look at it and say, what do we have to get done to continue this fight? Well, obviously you're going to have to eat. You have to eat to continue your fight, so we're going to have a meal together. We have to make sure that any bills that are due this week are paid. We want to continue our fight. We got to have a roof over the head. But you get what I'm saying. If it doesn't have to be done by tomorrow in order to continue our fight, it's getting put on the back burner on a bad day. On a good day, we tackle the other things. But we're getting short. We're at 12 minutes. I don't want to go over 15. I do want to take 1 second and just apologize. I made a commitment to everybody that I was going to make a video every day. Okay, that is my goal. Okay, I am going to fail at times. It's going to happen. I don't have any videos in the can and scheduled to go out automatically. I'm going to probably post this update to my webpage this week because I haven't posted there in a while, and I want to give everybody an update what's going on. I actually might do a different video for that one. Yeah, probably will. Because I'm only going to give an update on treatment. But anyway, with that, I failed you. It's a handful of days. We count them, 3? I didn't do a video. I was having rough days. I have to learn that even on rough days, I owe it to you guys to let you know it's a rough day. So I've got to break that mold. I'm working on it. I want to make these videos a little bit nicer. But honestly, other than my mom and you guys at Team BDA, who's really watching the videos, a couple hundred people, it's just us. It's just us family, right? So until I get better at it, this is what we're going to do. So with that, my name is Brian Davis. BrianDavisAlive.com is my website. You guys can always find me here on YouTube. Remember, I need subscribers so I can change the channel to Brian Davis Alive. So Starburst right here. If you're new, if you haven't been here yet, if you haven't subscribed yet, but you've been thinking about it, please hit the Starburst right here. It'll get you to this place you need to be to subscribe. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. It'll let you know when I do make a video. I am trying to make them every day. I failed you in this past week, but the best day to start a new habit is today. So here's the video today. I thank each and every one of you for being here. As usual, it means the world to me that you're here. It really does. It gives me a reason to push on. It really does, or another reason. So I'm grateful for you every single day. I can't thank you enough. Have a blessed day.